Okay, so I used to make videos a couple years ago, and they were under the name Aang. Um, I apologize for my monotone voice for the most part. I'm getting over a pretty hefty sickness here, and I've also been feeling pretty down. So I'm gonna try and just be as uplifting as I can, even though this isn't the most uplifting poem. It's not also the most sad, though. It is an ode to love or admiration for someone. And I really enjoyed it, so I felt like it was the first one that I wanted to start with when taking my channel in this new direction and not talking about daily life or anything like that anymore. I'm just going to read poetry that I enjoy, that I write, that I just think I want to share with the world. And sometimes I think I just want to make an archive. And I feel like this might be the best way. Though I don't like hearing myself speak or reading my own poetry, and sometimes I fumble over the words, I still think it's the best way to get it across because it is what I've written, at least with the ones that I've written. For future reference, if I read a poem or talk about and analyze a poem that is not mine, I will do my best to find an audio recording of the actual author reading it or someone else reading it that is better than I or is maybe a friend of theirs or something that gives them credit, and I will always give them credit for anything that they've written. This one, however, is something that I've written completely on my own, and here it is. Hope you enjoy. Ode to Admiration. Celebrate. Should we? For there is love in the warm autumn air, burning fire and brimstone, passion doth flare. Bony grips clasping or caressing, but only a moment. Buried 6 feet under the crust of the earth, an embrace for eternity where bones crack and break, turning to dust. It is now when love comes alive. To love might feel as though a million exploding suns went off inside you whilst hearing their name or glimpsing their face. Butterflies in your stomach do not come close to this feeling. Having spent a lifetime for the pursuit of all things eternal, the gushing, juice-filled, succulent bite of a fresh fruit compares not to the taste of a lover's skin when kissed. There is hope, solace found in the arms of love, but it could not be without uncertainty, never knowing if time together is your last. As winter wind goes, cold and bringing snows, death and tenebrosity surround us. For when lovers are lost, we masquerade a smile on our face, concealing our dying soul absent a functioning heart. So rejoice, I say. Revel in the dreams and thoughts of those held dearest and bask in the glory of all the told stories. Many do not understand that a life filled with love and exploration of money may leave you alone at the cliff of despair, with no choice but to jump. As humans, we might without hesitation turn in our coin of life, using it all in search of someone who makes us whole, often failing miserably. Similarly, when spring arrives, male trees release their pollen, carried by a warm wind once again, they seek their female counterparts, hoping desperately to continue a legacy. However, desperation doth not describe the melancholy desolation, often quelled only by a soft whisper, "Are you ready? Let's go together," said with supernovas in their eyes, a lover might. Falling now, nothing felt but embrace, summer surrounds, bringing to life the bugs, baking the tended gardens, sweltering the cocoon nights that were stuck in the cold. As we reach the end of the fall, death spiraling as bald eagles do, a pleasant peace fills our hearts. Our embraces break, the earth shakes, hurry, we must pop the champagne, for there is no time, we are amaranthine. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you tomorrow.